Hello and welcome back to the ninth part of Excel for Beginners. In this video, we will cover three things. First is how you can correct or adjust the height and the width of the rows and columns. The next is wrap text, and the last but not the least is merge and center. So let's get started. So guys, before I start, I like to thank you to all the returning viewers, and if you are new to my channel, I'll really appreciate if you could go down and click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon, so that whenever I post a new video, you will be able to get notification for the same. If you have any doubts throughout the course, whether it's this part or any other part for Excel for Beginners or any of my video, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to respond to it as soon as possible. So guys, let's get started with width and height. One of the things that normally when you'll start using Excel, you'll notice is that if I talk about this particular column B, it is so wide. Do I really need it to be so wide? Because of this, it may not actually fit into one page when I'm printing it. So what do? The easiest and the best way is you can adjust the width of the columns or height of the rows whenever and wherever it is required. For example, if this would have been the case, the easiest way, or not the easiest way, actually one of the most visual way is how I can teach you. If you go and you see, whenever your cursor reaches the medium section or the intersection of any two columns, like in this case column B and column C, your cursor changes to a cross. Here you go and double click. It will automatically adjust the width of the column to fit the data. So had it been a very big data, the column size would have been larger. If the data would have been smaller, the column width would have been smaller. Just as an example to show you, here my cost of goods sold is not being shown properly because it is being hidden by the number or by the value 90. So if I go and double click in between column A and B, you'll see my entire column is fit to width in such a way that the biggest part or the biggest cell is shown and everything else under that. So that was the way of auto adjusting using the mouse. You can always click in the center, go to the right or left and adjust the width if you want to adjust it manually. Well, using mouse is one way, but I always prefer to use the keyboard shortcuts. So I'll tell you how you can do it by using the keyboard. Had it been column A, I would have first pressed Ctrl and spacebar to select column A, and to auto size the width of the column to suit the largest cell, I would have pressed Alt O C A. Here, you have just done it. So whenever you use your mouse, you actually lose a couple of precious milliseconds or seconds. Using the keyboard, the work is much faster. If you want to set the width manually, the shortcut for that will be Alt O C and W. So now it's saying current column width is 17. Do I want to decrease it, increase it? I can type any number, let's say 25, and enter. Here you see it has become big. Let me undo that. Similar to column width adjustment is the option to adjust the rows height. So one of the ways using mouse is you go between row 3 and 4, double click. In this scenario, nothing is happening, but let me show you if I would have made it smaller and then click between 3 and 4. Here you see it is automatically adjusting for the row height. You can always do the same thing with the keyboard shortcut. The keyboard shortcut to automatically adjust the row height is Alt O R A. Right now you'll not see, let me do it small with the mouse. Alt O R A. Here you see, if you want to adjust the height manually, Alt O R and E. So again you have the option of adjusting height. Let me say 12. So it has become smaller, and Alt O R A to make the height better. Next, let me move on to two important aspects of formatting, which I skipped in the earlier videos because I wanted to cover it here. It is under the alignment palette of the home layout. It's called wrap and merge and center. So what does wrap do? It's not the wrap that you eat. I know even I am hungry, and when you talk about wrap or you start drooling. Anyways, coming back to Excel, what does wrap do? In case in this scenario, my cost of goods sold, cell A3 and cell A8, I can see that cost of goods sold is not properly visible because it is hidden. And if I go and click wrap, I'm first showing you with the mouse. what it will do is it will automatically increase the height of the row to fit the entire content of that cell in that particular boundary. That is the reason we say wrap, because it wraps the cell boundaries to fit the content of that particular cell. So this is one way. The easier way which I use is Alt H and W. It does the same thing much faster. Now let's see merge and center. If you have any text which is overflowing and you don't want to change the width or wrap the text, you always have an option of merge and center. What this will do is it will merge all your selected cells into one cell and center your data. This is generally helpful if you want to print out something without changing the layout, especially in case of headings. Let me show you with a quick example. So if I would have had data something like this, whenever I'll print out, you will see that some data is going here and there, and especially the top heading is looking very weird. So what I will do is I will select the cell B through D in row 2 and go and click merge and center. So what it has done is it has made cell B2 until cell D2 as one cell. As you can see, if I highlight it, only this part is highlighted, and centered the data. But since my data was overflowing on the left and on the right, so now it is centered, but I cannot see what is there on the left and what is on the right. So what I will do here is I will just increase the height, and voila, here you go. What this does is now it makes it much easier and much more presentable, especially when you start using it, you'll get to know more. Well guys, I hope merge and center, wrap text and all the things that I've told you were helpful for you. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go down, click the red subscribe button, also the bell icon, so that you get the notification for all my new videos. Leave a comment if you have any query or you have any suggestion for me to cover. And guys, once again, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye bye.